Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
Angel Reese just stepped onto the WNBA court, and within minutes, she's already hinting at a strike. That's like getting hired at McDonald's, burning the fries on day one, and demanding to be the regional manager. Apparently, she thinks, stirring drama works better than sinking jump shots. Because let's be real, the latter isn't exactly her strong suit right now. She's barely set foot in the league and already acting like she's ready to flip the entire WNBA upside down, forgetting that the league itself has been held together with duct tape and NBA handouts for nearly 3 decades.
Yeah, the CBA is coming up. I can't wait.
Girl, y'all benefited from everything. Y'all youngins benefited from NIL.
What does that mean? We deserve more.
Of course,
everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we got to get face the consequences.
What?
Damn, we got to get it up.
Y'all got to do something. Y'all got to do something.
But the women coming in, not this year, but next year. Because the ones coming in this year will still be on the rookie contract again. Mm-hmm. The ones the year after, they going to get more. They probably going to be making more than us.
No, they are.
I'm hurt.
They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the meetings.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, we sit.
Let's hit rewind. Angel Reese claims her WNBA salary can't even cover rent. Tragic, truly. $74,000 a year, and she's out here acting like a starving artist in Brooklyn, completely ignoring the fact that she was cashing in over $1.8 million in college just for existing with a camera in her face. But now that she actually has to play basketball instead of just signing sneakers and yelling, "period," on TikTok, it's suddenly a national crisis. At this rate, the level of delusion might as well apply for statehood.
So they're upset. They want to get paid. Possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live, "I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills." Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings, as her NIL valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach, while a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 due next season. She quipped, hating pays them bills, baby, noting I can't read this. Tom's back.
Meanwhile, Patrick Bet David, calmly sipping his mug of economic facts, dismantled this victim narrative. With military precision, Angel's argument, feelings, Patrick's response, math. Turns out the WNBA loses $50 million a year and makes less than a high school bake sale. But sure, let's double the salaries. Maybe Monopoly money can cover it now.
What I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life.
The WNBA is what happens when you mix social justice, participation trophies, and a business model that's been broken since 1997. It's like watching someone desperately try to make fetch happen, but instead of giving up, they just scream louder every year. Strikes, protests, salary demands. Sweetie, maybe win some games first. Or here's a wild idea. Learn to shoot above 25% from the field before threatening to take down the entire league.
Demanding chartered flights, private airfare. The diva of Dump Divas, Kat Engelbert, she borrowed some weakness from Adam Silver and she acquiesced to these unreasonable demands, knowing her beloved Dump could not afford it. When the WNBA approved chartered flights, I told you guys that it would not be enough. You see, the thing about entitlement, you can never satisfy the perceived need. Once you give in to entitlement, you are setting yourself up for a lifetime of unreasonable demands. Entitled people, they are experts at recognizing weakness, which is why Adam Silver and Kat Engelbert are constantly being taken advantage of. When the WNBA approved chartered flights, I told you guys that their next demand, it was going to be focused on their minimum wage salaries. Us normal people, myself included.
Fun fact, the WNBA survives off NBA subsidies like an unemployed sibling living rent-free in the basement. Every year, the NBA pumps in $10 to $12 million just to keep the league on life support. So Angel Reese threatening to strike? That's like a houseplant threatening to move out. The NBA wouldn't just survive a strike, they'd probably pop champagne and enjoy a rare summer without hemorrhaging cash.
30 years. We look at this situation and realize WNBA players, they don't have any leverage. Hell, they are lucky they're not having to pay to participate in this league. They are lucky to be receiving their minimum wage salaries. Anytime you're going into negotiations, the side with the most leverage, they usually win. Right now, there are rumors of a potential strike in Major League Baseball. Captain Doofus Rob
And here's where the comedy turns tragic. Some WNBA players are furious that Caitlin Clark is the new face of the league. Yes, the same Caitlin Clark who's literally saving their jobs by selling out arenas, boosting viewership by 170%, and skyrocketing merchandise sales by 600%. That's right. WNBA players are so allergic to success that they're mad at the one person actually bringing in money. It's like a sinking ship blaming the lifeboat for being too photogenic. Some of the league's veterans missed the memo. You can't bite the hand that feeds you, especially when that hand is signing your paychecks. Caitlin Clark isn't just hooping, she's resuscitating an entire league that's been on life support for decades. And how do they thank her? Side eyes, cheap fouls, and an almost cult-like resentment from players who should be sending her gift baskets and fruit trays.
Years later, they got a team there, number one. Number two, when Caitlin Clark came into the league, they left the arena they normally play in and had to go to an NBA venue because they were selling out. When Caitlin Clark was going to other cities, they were changing the venue they play in because they were going to larger venues.
You'd think packed arenas and national media attention would be a cause for celebration. But no, some WNBA veterans are treating Caitlin Clark's success like an invasion, not a resurrection. They don't see her as a teammate in the fight for relevance. They see her as a threat to their fragile egos and fading spotlight. And that's where the jealousy creeps in. Not because Caitlin's doing anything wrong, but because she's doing everything right. Let's be real. The WNBA has never seen this level of buzz. The league has spent decades begging for visibility, pleading for TV time, and trying to convince people they matter. Then along comes Caitlin, fresh out of college, and boom, suddenly, they're the hottest ticket in town. And instead of embracing the surge, some players are acting like she stole their parking spots and kicked over their Gatorade cooler.
Well, you're going to be seeing a lot more of Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever this season. The WNBA announced the team will be nationally televised in 41 out of their 44 regular season games.
There's no logical reason to be mad at someone who's making you relevant. But when ego outweighs common sense, logic goes straight out the window. Instead of leveraging Caitlin Clark's popularity, some WNBA players are too busy undermining it, throwing shade in interviews, delivering cheap shots on the court, and pouting like it's high school gym class. It's a masterclass in self-sabotage. Because let's be real, this isn't about basketball, it's about clout. It's about the sudden realization that someone younger, more charismatic, and undeniably more marketable is now holding the spotlight they thought.
4 on CBS, I think 5 or 6 on Amazon Prime. I think they have the most on NBA TV. But nevertheless, that goes to show you who's the face of the league, guys. This year, these networks with this new deal in the CBA, they knew coming into the season they had to showcase the Indiana Fever more than any other team. Now, what will cap it off more? The Indiana Fever.